Hey guys, welcome to Hot Garbage. I'm Coach Ryan D. What a dumpster fire of a game tonight. That one 100% gets my steamer of the week. Leafs rout the Jets. Nothing good to talk about when it comes to the Jets' effort on that game tonight. We're going to break down the crazy action that went back and forth in that game because there was a lot of interesting things to watch. And if you're a Leafs fan tonight, you're super pumped about it. So bandwagon Leafs fans, hang on. We're going to break down your team. Roll it in. Okay, let's start with the obvious right away. Paul Maurice sends Ville Heinola right back to the Manitoba Moose, doing exactly what Paul Maurice does, which is only playing veterans with low ceilings and, I think, low floors as well, too. But he doesn't want to coach his third line pairing of defense, and he doesn't want to coach his fourth line. He just wants wily vets to go in. I think Maurice and Chevy are about to come to odds. I think Cheveldayoff, through his media scrums in the last couple weeks, wants his younger players in the lineup, and I think Maurice refuses to do it. Maurice is still one of the best coaches in the NHL, but this battle is going to play out over the offseason because, frankly, the Winnipeg Jets, you guys do not look playoff ready right now. First time this season, you lose 3 in a row. It is not time to hit the panic button. You lost 3 in a row. It's time to hit the panic button because you look like utter garbage right now. There is no team unity. Nobody is working hard other than Nick Ehlers. Maybe Connor Hellebuck's trying his best, but outside of that, this team just doesn't look coherent and they don't look like they're on the same page. All right, let's talk about luck because people will say right away luck played into it. Luck is the ability to capitalize on opportunities presented to you when given. And Josh Morrissey hits a shin pad, creates a 3-on-2, puck goes in, hits a stanchion. Poor Connor Hellebuck, for the second time this year, ends up going out to play the puck, bounces out in front, puck goes into the net. Again, the speed and ability to block that shot put them in the situation to create that crappy goal. Sure, it's luck, but there's ways you can control that, like not hitting a shin pad when you shoot. All right, so the other big story throughout the game, Wheeler ends up getting hurt there, makes a big play against Sandin. Sandin gets in his way, throws a huge body check his way. I think the play was clean. Wheeler ends up getting a little bit rattled. I don't see anything wrong with that. That's just good, tough hockey. And I think the Leafs were the tougher team than the Jets tonight. Speaking of toughness, how about Nick Ehlers? This guy has no fear. He'll go after anybody. Ryan Getzlaf? No problem. Joe Thornton? Why not? You know what? When a guy's got 60 pounds in you, you may not be a big guy, but Nicky, you're certainly a big shot. So good on you. I loved the chirping between both of them. And Joe, man, you used to be one of my favorites. You still are, but like, you really look like a cheap shot artist in the last 2 games. You end up high hitting Perreault for no freaking reason, and then you follow around Nick Ehlers and cross-check him breaking a stick over him for what? Because you're a big baby and have nothing better to do. Get the beard out of here. Speaking of high hits, Matthew Perreault, come on, buddy. I know people are targeting you, but why do you have to take that penalty, jump, leave your feet, and send an elbow? God, Matt, sometimes you just ask for it, and that was just not a good play. Shades of the old Matthew Perreault. Also love the fact that Dubois and Simmons were back at it. Those guys were beaking each other so hard on the bench, they end up getting game misconducts and thrown out because the refs just don't want to deal with it. I love this battle. I really hope the Jets can see the Leafs in the playoffs because I am telling you, this will be must-see TV. It will be one of the most physical, just hate-filled contests that you can see. And we know the Leafs are going to have their 10 million bandwagoners following them. Yep, all you bandwagon Leafs fans, casual fans that show up to the game because you pay corporate tickets, sit in the stands, and then discuss the stock market because I work on Bay Street. Well, the one bright spot to the Jets tonight was the Stastny to Dubois to Ehlers play. And oh my God, Nick Ehlers, what a tip. You might think that Stastny throwing that puck over to Ehlers was all on Stastny. Ehlers picked that puck clean out of the air. Huge skill play. Speaking of Paul Stastny on the wing today? I don't know about that. I probably would have put Paul Stastny into the third line center role so I had a little bit more depth between my 3 lines and could roll between them, especially because at this point in time, I think having the depth against the Leafs, it's what's going to push you over. So Adam Lowry's out. Paul Stastny stays on the wing. Matthew Perreault moves up to the third line. I don't know, Paul. I don't know. Wasn't a fan of that tonight. So speaking of things I'm not a fan of, how about embellishment? What kind of call is embellishment. So Dylan DeMello makes a nice chip around, ends up getting taken down. DeMello's never really been a guy to embellish, yet they call him on it. So if you're going to call the guy on embellishment, why in the NHL does the man who makes the original play get a penalty? Why is this a coincidence? If it's embellishment, it was never a penalty to begin with. I don't get it. Well, all in all today, this is going to be a short video. The Leafs owned us. They owned us physically. They owned us systematically. They outshot us. 26 shots is a putrid effort. The Jets do not look like they are gearing up for a really deep playoff run right now. Let's hope Paul Maurice can get it back. And frankly, we are really starting to see the punishing effects of not playing Logan Stanley and Ville Heinola throughout the regular season and giving them the value experience they need, because we are just missing the horses on the back end. Pullman and Forbert on one of those goals, 4-on-4. Nylander and Tavares, no chance. They're going to walk around you all day, every day. You may as well put 2 pylons out there. Again, I really like Derek Forbert, but slow. And then you end up having to pair him with Tucker Pullman, slow again. So Tavares, Nylander, end up owning that. Leafs Nation, you look like you're starting to do one of these. Your trend is looking good. If you're a Leafs Nations fan, go ahead, smash a like down below. I'll give it to you today. You did really well. And you are looking like the team that is going to take the division from the North. Not just in first place, but if you play like this going into the playoffs, you're going to be a hard team to handle. Jets fans, let's hope they figure it out. Paul, figure out a little bit of magic here. We need to find some chemistry between this. We have way too much talent to be looking this slow and this sloppy at this point in the season. One more game to go. Let's see where we can go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a nice day.